Bros, what do they find?
Anthony Joshua has reportedly been involved in a serious road traffic accident in Nigeria. This is a developing situation and should be treated with extreme caution. Early reports from Osun State claim that 2 vehicles were involved in a collision on an expressway, with unconfirmed information suggesting that 2 people sadly lost their lives at the scene. Authorities have not yet released an official statement.
Now, the incident involves the SUV that Anthony J. Joshua was in colliding with a stationary truck. Now, Anthony Joshua was positioned behind the driver as a passenger, and there was a passenger in the front seat on the passenger side and behind that passenger. Both of those passengers passed away. So if you can see from the footage, and hopefully the footage isn't too much for you guys, you can see that Anthony J. Joshua is dazed, very confused here. But that side of the SUV is severely damaged.
Anthony Joshua was reportedly traveling in one of the vehicles involved and is said to have sustained injuries. At this time, there is no confirmation that his condition is life-threatening. The situation has become more serious due to unverified claims suggesting that the 2 individuals who lost their lives were members of Joshua's British entourage. No official confirmation has yet been issued by authorities or his management team. If these reports are true, the situation carries an emotional weight far beyond headlines. Anthony Joshua is known for keeping a very close and trusted inner circle, people he regards as family. Regardless of titles, fame, or physical strength, losing individuals that close would deeply affect anyone, and it would be an immense personal struggle for him, no matter who those individuals were.
Anthony Joshua has received minor injuries and he's been taken to hospital. So eyewitnesses say Joshua was in a Lexus SUV with 3 other passengers, and he was involved in an accident in which that Lexus collided with a truck that was stationary at the time. And there are videos online of a shaken Joshua being taken out of the car. So local police have confirmed that Joshua has suffered minor injuries.
Importantly, the exact circumstances surrounding the crash remain unclear, and there's been no official confirmation from Matchroom, Anthony Joshua's management team, or local authorities. Until verified information is released, this should be treated as a developing situation, and speculation should be avoided. Thoughts are with the families affected and everyone involved as the boxing world awaits confirmed updates.
Bros, what do they find?
Amid all the noise, speculation, and shock, Jake Paul's response struck the right tone when he said, "Life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and everyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident. It was a moment where the sport completely faded into the background. Regardless of rivalries, potential fights, or internet drama, situations like this are bigger than all of that.
Now, he did have security. His security was in an SUV behind him, following Anthony A.J. Joshua. Anthony Joshua is fine, sustaining minor injuries. There were images of Anthony Joshua enjoying his vacation in Nigeria with his friends and everything. Yeah, he has his shirt off and everything because, you know, he's in Africa. It's warm out there. He was just enjoying his time. And unfortunately, there was a...
Hearing Jake Paul place human life above boxing is exactly how the situation should be handled, because no win-loss or payday can compare to the weight of real loss. When that perspective is tied back to Anthony Joshua, a man known for his discipline and for keeping his circle small, you can only imagine how heavy this moment must be for him. This is not about belts, records, or future fights. It's about people, families, and a kind of pain that does not care who you are or what you have achieved. Jake's words cut through the noise and serve as a reminder that before fighters, before promoters, and before fans, they are all human beings first.
Devastating news coming out of Lagos, Nigeria. 2 dead as Anthony Joshua is involved in a road accident on the expressway. Details are coming in real time, but as the report stands right now, Anthony Joshua has reportedly been involved in a road accident in Ogun State, Nigeria.
There was a video circulating shortly before the incident, and in hindsight, it makes the situation feel even more sobering. Seeing moments from just before tragedy add a level of reality that words alone cannot capture, reminding us how quickly normal life can be turned upside down. That is the only lens through which this should be viewed right now, because moments like this reveal how small boxing debates truly are in the face of real life.
How's it going, people? I hope you're all well, whatever you're doing. Just a quick message. Tomorrow at 5:30 p.m, I'm going to be in Battersea at the new Under Armour store. I hope you get this message in time, because for those that turn up, we've got some big surprise.
For Anthony Joshua, this is not a headline or a talking point. It is something that will stay with him long after the news cycle moves on. Accidents like this do not end when the cameras stop rolling or statements are released. They live on in the quiet moments afterward, in unanswered questions and memories that suddenly feel heavier. The fact that this happened away from the ring, far from competition, during an ordinary moment of life, is what makes it hit even harder. It serves as a reminder that control, preparation, and strength can only go so far, and that some events arrive without warning or fairness.
According to reports, 2 people died in the accident that occurred in Nigeria earlier this morning. The vehicle conveying the Nigerian-born British boxer was said to have collided with another car under circumstances that are yet to be fully established.
The boxing community, despite its noise and divisions, often comes together in moments like this, because everyone understands that the risks fighters face do not end at the ropes. Right now, the priority is not analysis, timelines, or what comes next. It is respect for those who lost their lives, space for the families affected, and patience while verified information emerges. Whatever updates follow, this moment deserves a pause, because some situations demand empathy before opinion and humanity before sport.
I'm going to give you guys any updates on this as they roll in. You guys know that I don't cover what happens outside of the ring, but when it's a tragedy like this, I do. When it came to Errol the Truth Spence and his car crash and his accident, I covered that as well. But Anthony Joshua is fine. I'm not sure if there was someone in the stationary truck. I'm not sure about that, so I'm not going to report on that, but the truck was stationary, and Anthony Joshua's SUV struck the stationary truck.
That pause matters, because when stories like this break, the rush to react often drowns out the reality of what people are truly going through. For Anthony Joshua, This is not something that can be compartmentalized or moved past with a press conference or a brief statement. Loss has a way of settling in quietly, long after the headlines fade, if the reports about those involved are accurate. This is a kind of weight that stays with you. It reshapes how you see travel, routine days, and moments once taken for granted. The existence of a video from before the incident only reinforces how fragile those moments are, how quickly the ordinary becomes irreversible. 1 minute, everything feels normal, familiar, even calm. The next, lives are changed forever.
Bros, what you find?
That contrast is deeply unsettling, and it's why the situation deserves time, sensitivity, and restraint. There will be official updates, statements, investigations, and confirmations, but none of that erases the human impact at the center of it all. Boxing is a sport built on toughness, resilience, and pushing forward. Yet even the strongest figures need space to process grief and shock. Right now, the most important thing is allowing that space to exist without speculation, without pressure, and without turning tragedy into content. Some moments are bigger than analysis, bigger than narratives, and bigger than the sport itself. And this is one of them. Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments. Debate it, discuss it, break it down. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters. I'll see you in the next one. ****.